What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at a woman having a complete meltdown inside of a McDonald's. Now, the funny thing about this one is that this is not really an exclusive clip. This is not something unique with this person. As a matter of fact, this person has had like 3 other public meltdowns at this point and has kind of become like an internet meme. So the moment that I play this one, you guys are probably going to recognize it if you've seen some of the other clips, what's going on here. And well, anyway, this woman is like a complete Jesus freak, and she like goes into these stores and restaurants and other places, I'm assuming around where she lives, and she just kind of like harasses other people and like cusses at them because they won't quote unquote repent or do anything. So she just has like these religious meltdowns on video, and well, we get a lot of really funny videos out of this one. We get a lot of funny moments to kind of check out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and play the clip and we'll talk about this a little bit more afterwards.
You're a devil! Get away from me! Oh, wow. Get away from me! He put his hands on me! You're a devil! Get away from me! I'll call 911 if you touch him! Your hands on! Look at him! He's nuts! Here! Get out of here! Devil! Yeah, you're gonna be arrested and put in jail! You're gonna leave your house to prison jail. Yeah, you will. We get the same. Don't come near me! Tell them to get away from me!
Alright, as you can see by that one, and if you have seen the other clips, you immediately recognize who this is. I will show you guys some more examples here in a little bit, but I think this was like Psycho versus Psycho kind of moment going on here, because in like all the other clips of this woman, right, everyone is pretty much cordial, like they just try to make her shut up and leave the store. She doesn't most of the time, but this guy just turned up to 100 and went right back at her, like looking at her and like putting his hands out and screaming at her and stuff, and she's like making crosses at him, and she said that he's insane, which, I mean, like I said, we've seen how this woman behaves outside of just this video, and yeah, maybe he is a little bit nuts, but not as crazy as this chick. I mean, she's going on like half a dozen viral clips of her acting crazy, so honestly, I've been kind of waiting for this to happen, though. I've been waiting for the moment that something like this was going to happen inside of one of these clips where like she goes and harasses these people and someone just kind of like goes right back at her. I'm kind of surprised at this point that nobody's like cussed her out on video, hit her, something crazy like that. She claims that this dude put hands on her, but I mean, in the video, he doesn't really do so. And if he does, it's like a minor, you know, graze maybe, I don't know. But it doesn't seem like she's telling the full truth about that one. Maybe it happened outside of the video. I mean, with this guy, I would not be totally surprised. Dude is definitely not the most mentally stable person. But this takes place in a McDonald's, okay? And there are other clips of her. There's one inside of like a Walmart or a Meijer, and then there's, I think, one just like of her out in the road screaming at some guy in a truck. But honestly, she's lucky, like I said at this point, that nobody has like tried to square her ass up. I'm just saying, man, if I'm out here grocery shopping, I mean, let's just build a scenario here real quick. If I'm grocery shopping and this bitch walks up to me on this kind of behavior, getting in my face and stuff, I would probably have something to say to her. Like, there's no way I'm just gonna be sitting there and allowing someone to behave this way towards me personally. I mean, not to sound like a fucking badass or something, I'm not gonna square her up unless she attacks me or something, but most of these people are just way too tame. You know what I'm saying? They're way too calm. I'm not waiting for the cops to get a word in edgewise with this chick. But on top of that, I mean, like I said in some other videos, I have worked in fast food, right? I worked at a pizza shop for months, right? And I saw some just completely insane shit go down there. I've never seen anything quite like this happen. Like, I can't imagine being a McDonald's worker and you have to witness something like this, and it's probably not just like a one-off thing, but I mean, what do you do in that situation if you're just an employee at one of these stores or something like that? Honestly, I probably use it as an excuse to stop working for a couple minutes, like, hey, we have a disturbance up front. You guys want me to monitor this one? Something like that. But this woman is almost like a terror to her neighborhood, community, city, wherever she's going around and doing all this, because, I mean, if you have like one viral video of you having a freak out or something like that, you know, you kind of go down in history. You're just kind of that person who freaked the fuck out inside of a Wendy's because they didn't have cheese for your cheeseburger or whatever the big deal was. But when you're pushing internet fame like this chick, where you're just like a meme, there's several clips of you doing this, all that tells me is like, I would hate to live where you live. Can you just imagine being a person who goes to Meijer? This chick's there freaking out, right? You go into a McDonald's, this chick is there freaking out. And the cops get called in a lot of these situations and she gets like arrested or whatever, or told to like leave the store. The cops got to be pretty sick and tired of her goddamn demeanor at this point too. So I'm going to show you guys just some clips of some of her other videos to kind of, I guess, highlight what I'm talking about here, because like I've said, this woman is completely out of her mind.
You do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries? Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
Accuser of the fucking brethren.
So deep, I can't even help you now. What's your driver's license number?
I don't have to give that to you.
Let me see your driver's license.
You're not a police officer.
You just hit my vehicle.
Ma'am.
Give me your driver's license.
You pulled right out in front of me.
Yeah, and when someone pulls in front of you because there's an emergency, you slow your rear end down and you stop.
Okay, these
Have
are
you
not
ever
cars.
had someone have an emergency?
These are not
and
cars.
pull in front of you?
These are not cars. They don't stop on a dime.
It doesn't matter. You have to be far enough behind.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the whole
You should
incident.
have picked up my trash, big boy.
I picked up your trash.
No, you didn't. You want to go see what you left?
I left the carpeting in the
You were
pantry.
supposed to pick up everything.
Nope, 4 bags.
Yeah.
That's your service
Oh,
for.
you are in so much
And
deep
last
crap.
week I
Well, you
picked
wait
up
till
more
your
than
boss
this, too.
tells you what you
He's
gotta
on
pick
his
up.
way here, too,
You
man.
think you get to decide what you pick up and what you
No,
don't?
it's what you ordered.
You little twerp.
It's what you ordered.
You little twerp. I know what I ordered.
Okay.
You like it?
Yep, I do.
Yeah. Well, good luck, because you ain't gonna have it past today, baby.
Alright, so you guys have seen the video footage now. You guys know how she behaves, and you guys know pretty much what we're handling here. At this point, I'm starting to wonder like how she hasn't actually been completely arrested. I mean, it doesn't seem like she has, because you would think, well, I mean, she's not probably the most mentally sound person, but you would think after being arrested like 3 times and being banned from several different places, that like maybe you would kind of chill out and stop doing what you're doing, or at the very least, you would not be legally allowed to do this. But it just seems like every time this happens, they just kind of like take her out of the store. 3 weeks later, there's another video of her doing it somewhere else. Like, I think maybe the police should step in and do something about this, maybe charge this woman, because at this point, like, once again, it's not like she's done this once and then kind of learned her lesson. This chick is just basically doing this as much as she can get away with it. There's so many videos of her doing it at this point that she is instantly recognizable to a lot of people. She's like Frieza in Dragon Ball. She just keeps coming back constantly to wage issues with everybody around her. You thought the Super Saiyan cop could take her down the first time. Guess what? Nope. And at this point, like, I'm starting to kind of, I guess, worry for her own safety. Not because, I guess, she's got these mental issues. I mean, of course that plays into it. It's the reason probably why she does all this. I can't see a sane human being doing any of this. But, I mean, one of these days, she's probably going to run into the wrong person. And that's something that I think should honestly be kind of addressed. One of these days, she might legitimately run into somebody who just won't handle her shit and might square her up and completely knock her out. Or if she puts hands on the wrong person, God only knows what could happen. I mean, it's not like there's only one psychopath in the area. I mean, we just saw the video footage. This guy is crazy enough to do something, I'm sure. But at a certain point, you have to start to kind of wonder, like, what is going to end up happening to her someday? I mean, I don't hope that that happens to her, but at this point, it's like, you can almost expect something wrong to happen at some point. I mean, yeah, this guy freaking waving his arms in her face and whatnot, sure. But imagine she does this to some woman or something, I don't know, in a gas station and just gets completely demoed. And does this woman have a job or anything? Because, like, in some of these videos, like, once it kind of happens and it gets to a certain point, like, you'll hear about how they get fired from their job. Has this woman's boss, like, never seen any of these videos? I mean, a bunch of them are viral at this point. Like, she still has a job after acting this way, and imagine how she acts at her job. There's no way this woman is acting normal and sane at the workplace. Like, she's just out here, I don't know, an accountant somewhere, doing business with people and not freaking the fuck out like this. I just don't see that happening. But I don't know, this whole thing is weird. This chick is obviously not well, and these clips just keep coming. So at this point, I think we can all kind of expect for more videos to come from this woman. At this point, she might as well just make a YouTube channel and just start uploading herself doing this. You know what I'm saying? She might as well just start freaking out for the viral content on her own channel and make a quick buck off of it. Just clout chasing with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at this point, like, you're doing it for everybody else. Just do it for yourself. But I fully expect for her to keep going, and being a public nuisance, being an issue in public, I don't really see her slowing down anytime soon unless somebody does something about it. I don't know if, like, maybe a family member is going to speak some sense into her, or she'll actually be arrested and charged for doing these kinds of things, but this is definitely disturbing the public, and at a certain point, it's probably going to end up trespassing, because I'm pretty sure these stores have banned her from the premises. And at some point, I would not be surprised if she ended up actually assaulting somebody and hurting somebody because she's trying to speak the will of the Lord into you or something, you know? Maybe one of these days we'll see a video of her on some WWE SmackDown shit with some stranger outside of a Costco, and I don't know. We'll be right back here making a video, guys. So thank you guys for watching this one, though. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel. Follow me over on Twitter at SubToptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Make sure to check out OpTube down below. Lots of great things going on down there as well. Thank you to my channel members, though. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, watching this psycho woman freak out publicly and signing out.